Welcome to Down the Rabbit Hole with Eric Ebersol.
Hear that? One sharp snap from a plastic lid can tell you whether it wants to shatter or to bend away.
No way! Did you just invent a superpower? I like that. You can get a lot of info from one tiny sound if you listen for it.
Welcome to Down the Rabbit Hole. I'm your host. Today we'll show you 3 pocket-sized checks. Listen, gently flex, and feel that let you read everyday materials fast. But first, a tiny safety pledge. These are non-destructive, small checks. Don't test load-bearing or electrical items while they're in service.
Perfect! And we'll keep this short so you can try them right now. Grab something simple, a mug, a phone case, a plastic lid, and we'll walk through the clues.
Okay, sound first. Tap the object gently near its center, and then near the edge. Listen for a bright, sustained ring versus a dull thud. A clear ring usually signals a continuous, stiff structure, like glass or hard ceramic. A thud often means damping, foams, filled plastics, or layered constructions.
Right. Pause there. People often hear a ring and think strong automatically. But composites can sound like metal while hiding weak layers, so use sound as a first clue, not the whole answer.
Exactly. Here's my short rule of thumb. High sustained pitch plus ring equals stiffness.
Wait, so glass always rings more? Because I once tapped a thermos at a yard sale and it rang like a bell.
And that surprised you when it turned out to be sturdy, right? Good example. Glass and solid metals usually ring and fail by clean fracture. But if you feel layers or fibers at the edge, treat the part like a composite. It can delaminate instead of snapping cleanly.
Moving on to bending. This is where most people get useful info. Try a very small, controlled flex near a non-critical area. If it springs back, that's ductility. If it creaks, takes a set, or shows white crazing lines, that's fatigue or microcracking.
Good phrase, takes a set. And white crazing is a visual giveaway. Microcracks scattering light. When you see that, structural integrity is reduced, even if the part looks okay at first glance.
I want to push back a bit. Thin sections sometimes exist on purpose. Designers make thin ribs to control how something flexes, or as a sacrificial fuse. Context matters. A thin knife handle doesn't mean the same thing as a thin refrigerator hinge.
I'm not sure I buy that for heavy-use moving parts. Thinness there often signals cost-cutting and short life. But you're right, in some products, thinness is deliberate to tune performance. So our takeaway, test with intended use in mind.
Exactly. Think, how often will it move and under what load? If a hinge flexes thousands of times every day, thin sections are a red flag. If it's a deliberate flex in a lightweight gadget designed for a specific motion, that thinness can be fine.
Now, texture and finish. Run your finger gently along seams and painted surfaces. A step at an edge usually means an added coating or laminate. Those are delamination hotspots. If a coating rubs off or you get residue on your finger, adhesion is poor.
Also, feel for fibrous edges. Tiny threads or a fabric-like grain often mean a composite or fiber-reinforced layer. And smell can be a clue. A hot plastic smell suggests thermal aging, which shortens life.
Here's a quick trick. Rub a hidden edge lightly. If paint flakes or there's chalky dust, environmental wear or poor adhesion has begun. Those things mean repairs will be harder and often cosmetic fixes won't restore original strength.
For listeners worried about turning tests into damage, don't. Keep pressure minimal, avoid bending near screws or power connections, and never test appliances while they're plugged in. If you suspect a structural problem, stop and consult a pro.
Let's give you a memory-friendly checklist you can actually use in a hardware store or at home. 1. Tap and listen. Ring or thud. 2. Gentle flex. Springs back, creaks, or shows crazing. 3. Feel the finish. Coatings, seams, residue. If 2 or more flags pop up, treat the item as suspect.
I like that triage, ring, flex, feel. And a final practical nudge. For electrical gear, unplug first. For anything that holds people or heavy loads, get an expert. These pocket tests are for quick reads, not safety certifications.
If you want to go deeper later, search terms like material damping, fatigue life, and adhesion testing. They're the lab versions of what we just used as heuristics. But again, you don't need a lab to become a smarter shopper and a better DIY triager.
Try the 3 tests on something harmless right now and tell us one surprising thing you found. Did a cheap case ring like metal? Did a trusty mug show microcrazing? Send a short note and a photo if you like. Community observations are great learning fuel.
Don't be afraid to learn. Thanks for listening to Down the Rabbit Hole. Don't forget to subscribe for more pocket-sized explorations, and we'll be back soon with another everyday mystery you can decode with 3 simple moves. See you next time.
You've been listening to Down the Rabbit Hole with Eric Ebersol.